Ooh, excuse me. Oh man, it sucks. We don't get to do our funny gag
Yeah.
with me complaining about why is my wife over at your house. Instead, I can just complain that she's missing the show once again, but missing it from my parents' house. So yeah,
Yep.
that's fun. Fun. Hey guys, what's up? You heard us discussing what we were gonna do to you. Christina's not here. She's visiting my sister and my parents because my sister was actually able to go to my parents for the first time in a while, and my wife and son had not met my our nephew, his cousin yet, my sister's son. So yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah, I
what's
didn't
going
realize
on.
that.
Yeah,
They
they had
hadn't
it.
met
I,
him. Hmm.
I only got to see him the one time when I went out there to pick up Kione. So yeah, our orange kitty, who I just cleaned off a bunch of her hair from my shirt. Anyways, screw it. We're set. Hello everyone, and welcome to the what show? Anime-Versal Reviews podcast here on the GenreVerse Podcast Network, wherever you get your podcast from, and the GenreVerse YouTube channel powered by LRM Online. Make sure you go to lrmonline.com every day for all of your entertainment news needs and opinions. And we're sponsored by the good folks over at Grow Generation, where the pros go to grow. A little bit more about them or from them later on in the episode. I'm Kyle Malone at that Kyle Malone on Twitter, and I am joined today by Brian. Brian does YouTube, PulpMythos. We'll talk about that later more too. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Whatever happened to Pauly Shore, man?
Polly man, for real. Um, he's around. I think I've seen him on a couple podcasts here and there, but
Yeah.
yeah, he just, like people don't realize how big he was
Oh yeah.
in the 90s.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Stars fade in Hollywood, man.
Yeah, and some stars get polished on social media, get their movie re-released in theaters, and it still sucks. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look up Morbius and check out the whole
How was the week?
thousand extra they put in. It's not good, Brian. I think Friday estimates were like 80,000.
I know this is off topic of the anime stuff, but yeah, I saw that it was being re-released, and I thought it was a joke.
No,
like seriously, I thought I wasn't.
That happened.
I thought it was like, oh, ha ha ha.
That happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Morbius brought in over the entire weekend. It looks like 300,000 total, after getting added to 1,000 extra theaters. So
I would love to know who went and saw it.
I don't know, but it's just another example of Twitter is a very, 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 very small portion of the population. So anytime you think something's viral, oh my God, look at that! It's got 100,000 likes or a million. Hell, it could have 10 million likes from a person with 20 million followers. There are 7 billion people, almost 8 billion people on this planet. That means shit. So, but you know what?
Save the Letoverse, man.
Do you know what doesn't? Do you know what doesn't? I don't even remember what word I used. Spy Family is awesome. So yay, brain injuries making, and Kyle getting distracted by stupid side stuff. Spy Family episode 9, man. I watched it yesterday, and I tweeted out to you guys. I was like, that's the darkest episode yet. What do you think about that, Brian? Do you think this was the darkest episode yet?
Yes, in many ways, which we'll get into. Yeah, another great episode. I mean, this show is just so fun, and there's little tiny moments where something will be happening and then a line will be dropped and I just bust out laughing. Not a big spoiler that when she wakes up, she's like, is the world ending?
Yeah.
Like I laughed out loud. Like it was just the comedy, the comedic timing on that was perfect.
Yeah, and then goes right back to bed. I can relate with Anya on that one. I've been in Afghanistan and had and Iraq had a rocket or mortar attacks come in, and it's just like whatever. Was that a rocket? I'm going back to bed. If it hits me, it hits me. I'm tired. Yeah, man, I really enjoyed this episode. It's another Anya Light episode, which is fine because all the characters are just a lot of fun to be around. It's split in half. You get the first half kind of resolution of the whole brother and they need to kiss thing. What is my dog barking at? I'm all alone. Like I said, my wife is not here. So if I have to get up, I'll try to edit accordingly. But
leave it in.
What's that?
I said leave it in. I'll entertain the
audience. There you go. I really like all the characters. The brothers stuff shows just how weird things can be with siblings, I guess, and it's a common thread in a lot of anime. So I don't know what that means, you know, for the wider Japanese culture, society, past, present, but siblings that are a little too into each other is common, and this kind of had some of that again. But it's fun, and then the second half I really enjoyed, but it's the second half that's the darkest. And we'll get into spoilers in a minute. But were you shocked at all? Like before we really dig into it, were you just kind of shocked by that second half? Like what happened? Like what Loid did?
Not really shocked. I as far as to
the extent that it went, I was.
Like I said, it's just been really solid storytelling, and every episode has done a great job, this one included, of showing us more and more of their world, you know. And it's interesting because on the streets, everything, you know, all these happy families and, you know, businesses and schools, and it appears as if their world is on the surface is nice and or just nice, but we're learning more and more that that's not the truth.
Yeah, that
there's a darkness in this city and in this world, and there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes, and this really gave us a good glimpse of that side of this world through that scene.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's been interesting seeing it all unfold.
Absolutely. And I swear to God, I hear my cats are gonna die. They get into everything. I don't know why, because we didn't raise them that way. My past cats, they didn't get into crap, but these cats are gonna eat something they're not supposed to and die. Oh well, that's on the. I'm joking. That would break my heart, but it is frustrating. Yeah, dude, it's great. I really dig it. We've got 3 episodes left for this core, like three weeks, and we're done for this first part of Spy Family. 12 episodes is what we were told towards the beginning of it all. Hi, Riza. And yeah, I'm kind of feeling like this has been one big prologue, one big setup for what might be like the more juicier part of the story. We know Operation Strix is going to be a bigger part coming up. I'm excited for it. So yeah, just like I'm excited for this awful cliche segue to our sponsors, GenreVerse.
GenreVerse, where the pros go to grow. GenreVerse is your one-stop shop for hydroponic grow supplies, product systems, and more. GenreVerse serves customers across the nation and carries a wide inventory of renowned cultivation brands. Go to www.growgeneration.com, where the pros go to grow.
thank you for sponsoring the episode. If you guys are interested in buying any growing products, and you go to Grow Generation, which you should let them know why you're there, because you saw the ad on the Anime-Versal Reviews podcast on the GenreVerse Podcast Network. Spoilers. That's your warning. If I don't, does anyone watch like spoiler free anime stuff? I don't know. It's like a common courtesy, I guess. Spoiler talk for the first half. The kiss, man. Like Yuuri being super into his sister. You see a flashback where she's all happy for a grade he got, and she gives him a kiss on the cheek, very sibling like. Nothing freaky, but dude is obviously a little too attached, and I wonder if we're gonna see more on why he's super attached, like what awful thing may have happened to their parents. Probably somebody from the West killed their parents or some shtick like that. But what I really thought was funny is just still how uncomfortable even Yuuri was, where she decided to go ahead and gulp down some wine to do the deed. It was just a fun and intense over the top type thing, and the little Anya moment was great. What did you think of that whole showdown and so to speak resolution?
Like you said, it was intense but fun. The weird sibling stuff, I didn't mind it so much, but until it just kept going and going. Because you're right, it's like, man, what the hell, dude? I think the most disturbing scene, well, besides the end, is when he opens a few scenes later, when he opens his locker.
Yeah, the pictures,
because it's like, dude, like, whoa, man.
Yeah, and I didn't even keep that many pictures of my wife when I went on deployment on the wall.
But I like that they showed another guy open his locker and there was nothing in it. These are police. They're so to me that was a contrast of just where his psyche is. That it's weird, but there is going back to the last episode, a level of it is connected to him, the idea of protection.
Yes.
And he feels that this world is unsafe and he has to protect her and do it by any means necessary, and that this husband could be a threat. And so that's all working out. She slapped the shit out of him. That was funny.
She twice.
That was great.
Twice. And I think, we mentioned, you've mentioned a couple times, like how often they remind us how much of a badass Twilight is. They also show us that she's a badass and has her whereabouts with her way more than what you think, even when intoxicated. Smacking him was pretty funny, and the second time was 100% on purpose, and on target as well. Twilight playing it smooth, man. It's so good, but I like how they show you the some of the other secret police members, which plays into the next scene as well. It just kind of helps fill out the world a little bit more, but it also helps give context to some of like Twilight's spy choices, disguises and things like that. And when it comes to that all good. Anything else you wanted to talk about on the brother side? No. So yeah, on the what I call the darkest stuff is, Loid is like, okay, she doesn't seem to know that her brother is a secret police member. She is still suspect now though that he knows, so he decides to, he's gonna bug her so he can listen in to her at work, and then he goes and basically threatens her. He and Scruffy guy, I think is what Anya calls him, or whatever, the informant that they use from time to time. Doan secret police disguises, one of which looks very, very familiar, and kind of makes you think of like, well, was that Loid there in the secret police thing? I don't think so, but does he have access to like rosters and all of that? It was interesting, but they track her down and they say, hey, we intercepted this mail that you sent, and it seems like you're collaborating against the state. And they go all in, pushing the way that interrogations go, try to get you to admit to something, even if it's something small, not related. It's a little crack in the armor. It was uncomfortable, and like really, I was like, dude, Loid, you're gonna have some issues with this later on. And Yuuri has a good response, and I kind of thought he might have snapped out of it when she said, you know, my husband and my brother are good people, and it's no, dude, he just leaned into it until it was done, until he was satisfied. And I don't know how I feel about that. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, he's on a mission, and you know, this episode was a good sort of back and forth with him. There were several little scenes, even one earlier where he's in the room and realizing he thinks he has feelings for her, and then later, you know, his partner brings it up, and so yeah, he's basically having to do everything he can to protect the mission, including interrogating her and making sure she's not a threat. And yet at the same time, he's starting to develop feelings for her. So this was sort of the back and forth of him dealing with his feelings, and I think that's going to continue to be what the show is, even down to the ending when, you know, they meet at the crosswalk. Yeah, but for that particular scene, yeah, it's very important. Yet again, showing that this kind of thing is probably not that uncommon. You know, taking her to this back alley, secret police, interrogating, threatening to throw people away. When her brother earlier threatens, you know, if you make her cry, I'll exit, and he stops himself, and you know, he catches, you know, Twilight figured, he said he was going to say execute.
Yep.
You know, there are probably secret executions and stuff going on. With what they're doing. So this is yet again another glimpse of that world and just how twisted it is. And yeah, very, very well done. I love that. For a second, I thought it was going to turn into a fight. She was just going to whoop their asses.
For a fleeting moment, I kind of hope she would at least hit Scruffy guy, because he did what he was told, but man, he leaned into it. Anyways, go ahead.
But that, you know, it didn't go that way. But yeah, and even the bugging stuff is interesting. Like, her brother was supposed to bug them. He screwed up.
Yeah, he screwed it up.
His emotions. Also, another little thing, you know, Twilight's interesting because there's just a lot of little details. When he was taking his little break and he's reflecting on her, he's reading the comic or the story, the one that Anya loves,
Bond Man or something.
You know, like which is interesting. Like, why would he read that? Oh, maybe he wants to stay current so that he can have a dialogue with her about her favorite thing. So it's even little subtle things like that where he's probably doesn't even realize it, that he's falling in this role of father and husband, and it's just sort of happening. And you know, that's interesting. But yeah,
it's such a neat little anime where you're able to blend in a couple of little things, from a mystery to some action to just a family slice of life, man. Just day to day. Hey, you gotta go to school. Oh, there's a not a superpower, not a demon possessed bully, just a normal shithead bully that you're gonna have to deal with, you know. Like, it's a real treat, man. I
even
really
him telling her, he's like, you know, don't start no shit at school, basically, and she just looks at him and gets on the bus. Oh, funny. Like, that was funny.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm looking forward to whatever we get next, but it is gonna be sad to say goodbye to the Spy family for a few months. a few weeks. But I'm interested in what type of stopping point, what type of cliffhanger, or where are we headed? You thinking kidnapping or exposure? Like what do you think will be the like end results of this first half?
My guess is them figuring out each other's stuff.
Ooh,
I'm thinking that's a good, like, oh shit, what happens next? You know,
couldn't that make them OP though? Like
it would. Well, we've said that if they all knew what each other could do,
Yeah.
and they worked as a unit, my God, they would be.
Or maybe
Spy
maybe the two adults kind of figure it out and work together, but maybe Anya keeps her secret more, or some sort of combination. Because you're right. Like if they do it all, it's like, hey, Anya, go listen into the conversations in that building. I need to know when this one guy is going to be, taking a smoke break or moving from point A to point B. Yoru goes in, job done, show over. So there would then, even if they all come together, we'll have to meet some bigger bad that's got some sort of ace up their sleeves as well. But I like that idea that
I also think if she
he walks in on her killing someone or something.
if we have elites, assassins like her that clearly were trained from a young age, and we have people with powers, I would assume there are others, out there. And so, yeah, I could see, rival spy families even. That'd be cool.
Yeah, true. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this episode. I can't really think of anything else to throw in the conversation. It's a great show. Just like we have a lot of great shows on our YouTube channel. In addition to anime reviews, I do trailer reactions, part of our genre shots series here. So hit the red subscribe button. We've got shows dedicated to Star Wars, Marvel. Breaking Geek does a little bit of everything, including movie reviews every week. Also, we have all of our podcasts are in audio format on all your favorite apps. So whatever app you're using, follow us there. Duh. And then LRMonline.com, news aggregation with our own takes or opinions put in there for thought and conversations starting, written reviews, celebrity interviews that also go up on our LRM online YouTube channel for all those reviews, or not reviews, interviews, comics, video games, anime, tech, all sorts of things go up here. So yeah, we've been around a bit. Go ahead and give us a look. And Brian, tell them about your channel.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's called PulpMythos, and I'm currently talking about Barry, but later this month we'll be doing Westworld and Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brian lost a show that he won't be able to review.
Might be doing a episode on that. We'll see. Raised by
like
Wolves got canceled.
What would have been?
Yeah. Pissed.
Yeah, it's getting savage out there for TV land, man, / streaming land.
Especially if you're associated with Warner Brothers.
Yeah, buddy. they're not using a scalpel. They're not even using like a knife, man. They're going through with a hatchet.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this week. Thank you for everyone that has subscribed in the last few weeks. If you've watched the 86 reviews, I know I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from that. So thank you guys for watching it. And yeah, we will if I can find where I'm going. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.